This video explains where to find the credit card processing code. So this video is intended for the developer who's going to set up credit card processing for Relate to Profit. So all of the subscription code, all of the capability is located under the main website code in the main folder under the subscribe subfolder. Here are all of the files involved in the subscribe steps. So the two files of major importance I'll talk about, but really each of these files represents a different step in the process with some classes and some general purpose functions here also. But the first file that you'll be interested in is this subscribe.php. It's this file here. What I have done to disable subscriptions is I've put this block of code at the top of the file, which has essentially disabled the ability to subscribe to Relate to Profit. So the first step would be to remove this block of code so that the rest of the code in the process will execute and go through and allow subscriptions and renewals. So this is the place to start. After you go through this code and go through the rest of these steps, they should all work fine. They're asking for referral codes and addresses and credit card information. All of that stuff should more or less stay the same. You can work your way through each of these files as you go through the subscription process until you get to this code right here, which is this file here, which is where the information that has been entered by the user to subscribe is combined with my Authorize.net information and submitted to Authorize.net for confirmation for approval. So this code would need to be replaced with code that connects to your credit card processor and returns or pass or fail. So this code essentially would be completely replaced unless you use Authorize.net. If you use Authorize.net, then all you would need to do is enter your Authorize.net information into a database table that used to contain my Authorize.net information. That table in the MySQL database is called ZSS settings, I believe. I'll try to bring that up before the end of the video. And that's where my transaction key, my Authorize.net transaction key, and my Authorize.net login ID is retrieved from. So if you do have the ability to use Authorize.net, you should just be able to enter your transaction key and your login ID in this table, and the rest of this code will execute. Now, having said that, this is fairly old Authorize.net code. They have released several revisions to this. In fact, they have a PHP toolkit and class that you can use that makes all of this much simpler. But essentially right down here are all of the fields that are being submitted to Authorize.net to approve the credit card processing. So you should be able to see from these fields where all of that information was stored that was collected in all the previous forms that the user entered. And this is all set up so that the user can go forward and backward in those forms and not lose information. So these are the two files of significant importance, and this is how Authorize.net information is submitted and approved or rejected. So I think that points you in the right direction. You are going to have to replace this file with whatever code is available, whatever source code or library code is available from your credit card processor. I think I have the MySQL table here. Put this in here so you can see it. So here is the MySQL table called ZSS settings. It has one record in it. It has my transaction key and my login. They are encrypted in here, and I have actually removed them. But this is the information that is used to submit to Authorize.net. So if that's of any use to you, I hope that it's not too difficult to replace this code with the code that you need to connect to your credit card processor.